Hey everybody, on this episode of Box Office Breakdown, all hail the Queen. Somebody's picking up this valuable box office bet crown. See who does it next.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Box Office Breakdown.
Hey everybody, welcome to Box Office Breakdown right here on Popcorn Talk. This is a show where we look back at the box office that was, and then we like to
prognosticate.
Woo! Were we gonna do it at the same time?
I was kind of looking, and then like,
hey,
no.
Hey, Kari.
That's right, about the box office that lie ahead. I'm one of your hosts.
Harmonize.
Frank Moran. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HappyGoJackie.
And hey there, my name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KaridLane.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram. It is brand new, guys. Amy Cassandra TV. I dropped the underscore. It is gone. So you can find me there at Amy Cassandra TV.
Did you do a big focus group? Was that kind of like the feedback on that?
You know, yeah.
Understood. You understood. So you were just on the other side of the window watching all that happen there, that two-way mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like the underscore. Too much. Take it out. And I was like, okay.
Hey, why does she
All right.
need an underscore in her name? I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Where we got our live chat up and
All
running.
right.
A lot of people
Woo!
talking.
That's right.
Woohoo.
So, folks, you can like us on Facebook. Give us those 5 stars on iTunes. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Throw some thumbs up there. Many of them. There we go. Just yes. There we
So
have it.
far away.
And as Kari mentioned, the live chat is up and running, so feel free to hop in, share any of your thoughts about movies in general or anything you may have seen this weekend in specific. And, of course, we have to give a shout-out to the Neil Plumley. He's not here. He's on assignment, just being Neil.
The Neil.
The Neil. That's right.
Plumley.
Absolutely. So let's just jump into it there. We got our top 5 here. I know many of us saw multiple movies this weekend.
Right?
I guess we'll be vying to see who saw the most
Wait, did you
movies
get
this
your
weekend.
movie pass yet?
I did not.
Okay.
I did mine the old-fashioned way.
I got mine.
I know. Look at that. Amy got hers. It's great. She loved it.
She's like,
spent a whole great
guys,
time. Oh,
it
no?
has-
Is that?
No. I
She hasn't
actually-
gotten
Oh.
hers yet.
Oh,
I even posted about
see.
it on Instagram, so you know it's getting serious, guys. I'm just not going to talk about it anymore. Maybe it'll show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not going to talk about it.
Nice.
No more.
All right. So we'll start out there. Number 1 here at the box office was Happy Death Day from Universal. Blumhouse Productions, $26.5 million. Nice. I know 2 of the 3 of us have seen this film,
Yep.
and that would be Kari and myself.
Yeah, I want to hear what you say because your tweet was like, I have thoughts. And I was like, oh, do tell.
Oh.
Let me know your thoughts.
Well, I already know. I mean, Kari's got, certainly, as she's talked about many times, as we were approaching the release of this film, that
There's other things. So now I have commentary. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, yes.
No, you don't
No,
need
no.
to fill in for me. The movie is. I love something about it is how it's self-aware, and they mention Groundhog's Day within the film, and I was like, oh, okay, good. I like that the movie pokes fun at itself essentially. So that was cool.
Even though it happens all the way at the, I mean, that's a.
It's way later.
That's a stinger shot there at the end.
Yeah, and then there was a really good article that I tagged some of the other people in that somebody was saying similar vibe movies to go watch. Though the one I kept mentioning wasn't on that list, but I'm like, I'm gonna go check out the other ones too.
Oh, all right.
So anyways, but yes, continue. Your thoughts?
I get it wasn't as good as I had hoped it would be.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean the concept is certainly interesting, but man, there were some choices that she made in some of her loops as she's kind of repeating this day over and over again that I couldn't quite understand. There's one without going too much.
I was gonna say no spoiler.
No, but there's one where the police get involved, and that whole scene played out so bizarrely.
The cop car?
Yes, like
No, that was great.
no, it was so.
No, I liked it.
Because well, I will disagree with that because she acts completely stupid in that.
I mean, she's not. Some of the mistakes she makes in the movie, I'm like, oh, fine, she's not brilliant. No, I thought it was super fun. It's not that scary because some people are like, was it scary? I'm like, no, it's just a really fun slasher movie. They don't spend a ton of time on the repeats of going through that. They do like kind of a quick montagey thing and then draw them out longer. Some of who it is not surprising for some people. I didn't really guess it, but I wasn't surprised when I found out. Like, it wasn't like big shocker. But that's not really the point per se, because they even talk about it when you get the reveal, which I liked. Like, they point out the motive. What was something I noticed, and not to go into it forever, but recently, because this was a big thing on Twitter, and I noticed when I was watching the movie and afterwards, every person of color in that movie kind of sucks of their representation, I must say. Either they don't speak, literally they never speak, they are weird or like a loser, or a weak character, or
she
not
gets
a great
knocked
character.
out by the protagonist.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah,
it was kind of unfortunate that every side character who's any person of color, or male or female, it was just weak. Of just like, really, we couldn't, like, literally there's an Asian girl and she never speaks the entire time. Couldn't have had her say hello, nothing. And then
That's so crazy.
or there's it's just one of those like unfortunate, like, you could have done better. But overall, very fun, great in the Halloween time kind of movie go see.
I feel like when you start doing those kind of repeat loops, you have to really be on top of exactly how things kind of play out in real time to make sure everything kind of it's kind of syncing up. Because there's one example when she starts to include other people into what's happening with her, that she goes out to kind of show, like, which you always expect, like when they have to prove, like, oh, I've lived this before because I can tell you exactly when this, and this happens. It doesn't time out the way that it should have. It took way too long, and I'm like, well, no, then that's her whole example. It wouldn't have. It would have already been passed.
Didn't bother me when that happened, but I could see that being a thing. And even just like in how they're having to keep it so similar every time. But it is kind of one of those like butterfly effect. Once you start changing one little thing, maybe that affects other things that we haven't witnessed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, but did you enjoy it?
It was fine. I mean, I did not hate it. I was like, okay, all right. But I felt like there was when you find out a reveal about a killer, and they show you a flashback to something that did not happen. So I don't even know why there's something like in that shot.
We'll
was in
talk
there.
after, because I'm curious what you're.
All right.
But yeah, overall, I'd say I thought it was cool. If you like slasher horror movies, it's a fun ride. Like, it's not necessarily like groundbreaking, like, oh my gosh, so original or whatever crazy. I do like that they have the So High by Superfly something song at the end. I was excited when that song started playing.
Can you sing a little bit of it?
Nope.
I Am Bummed. The 50 Cent
guys.
song, great in the trailer. It is not used in the film.
What? I was gonna say,
I know.
does it terrify you a little bit? No,
Nope.
when you listen to it.
Oh yeah, no, but it's at the end because the song has a lyric that says that today's it's better something for the first time in a long time, and so I thought it was funny, witty, and I like that song. So it's cool. It's a cool movie, guys.
It's cool. It's cool, everybody.
Yeah, it's a cool movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It
If
is
you
what
see it in the theater,
and
you're
it's
not gonna
again
read it.
self-aware. So I appreciated that of like how they make fun of itself.
All right. Yeah. Coming number 2, Blade Runner 2049, another $15.1 million. They had a 53.9% drop. I know, Amy, you've been excited to go see that movie, and I'm sure, and I know you did with your movie pass. You went right out there and.
She's like,
Oh, wait, no. That didn't
Movie
happen.
Pass and I are not
Got
speaking
it.
to
Understood.
each other.
Understood.
Just come over to my place now.
Coming in at number 3, it was also the subject of our box office bet, was The Foreigner. Our good old Jackie Chan, Pierce Brosnan coming in. It made $12.8 million.
we both saw that.
We both saw that. Kari and I both saw that.
Did you see it?
Nope.
It's okay.
All right, Kari, you first. What did you think?
I thought it was just okay. I just couldn't get that invested in it. Some of the fight scenes are all great. Jackie Chan is still amazing, but overall those fight scenes are cool. But the overall pacing is just really slow, and I just don't care that much. So then I was like, I'm watching this movie. I'm awake. I swear.
It is one of those examples where when you take a movie that's hour and 55 minutes and you cut it down into like 2.5 minute trailer, it seems much more action packed than it really
Yeah,
is.
and the action is spaced out.
Yes.
And it just, I mean, it's not a bad, like, kind of political terrorist-ish thriller in that vein, but it's slower paced. But I think maybe if you go in knowing it's going to be slower paced, it might be easier to, like, take it in. But I just felt it was okay. Not bad, not great.
It is, because the challenge of it is that Pierce Brosnan plays one character that is kind of getting it from both ends, so to speak. And so you're kind of balancing two sides of the story. And there are stretches where, like, Jackie Chan kind of just, like, disappears for a little bit. And you're like, oh, yeah, he's still in this movie. That's right. Which seemed weird to me.
Yeah. And there's just, there's 2 female characters that actually look super similar. And so there were a couple times where I'm like, wait, which one is this girl? Which one is it? Because it's the wife and the other woman.
Oh, yes.
Which I'm like, there's not many, so that's pretty easy. There are some times where they look very similar depending on the lighting. So I was like, who are we looking at right now? Because like, there's not context or something. So I don't know.
For what he was doing, because I know Jackie Chan's been saying he wants to transition from just being a action, maybe a little bit of comedy guy, to showing more of his dramatic side with bits of action. How did you feel he did dramatically with what he had?
One note, kind of. But I mean, that's his character. His
true.
character is on the I need to kill the people that killed my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that's his motive. Which I kind of almost want that, like, so do you feel better now? Like, that won't bring her back, but do you feel better? They don't have that conversation kind of a thing.
Very true.
Which that often happens in any revenge story afterward is kind of either, like, the warning, like, it won't bring them back. You won't feel necessarily the same kind of satisfaction. But I feel it kind of just ends, too. The ending was like, and we're done?
Yep, there was.
That's the end. Okay.
There's something with the British law enforcement that you're like, oh, all right.
Well, and it's the scene right after that, and then that's when it goes to black, and then you're like, we're done?
Yeah, that was it.
What is it?
Sad.
But as I mentioned, it was the subject of our box
okay.
office bet. We all did many bets there, but the only bet that really matters is Amy Cassandra bet $13 million, much to the derision of some other people. she's like true to her guns.
Yeah.
And look at that. She now gets to have what she has now provided for us.
Oh.
The box office bet crown. She'll be able to wear this for the
Yeah.
week. Please wear
Yeah.
this all around
I will.
in real life and take photos of you wearing that.
It does actually fit on top of the headphones.
Nice.
Yeah, it feels great to be back.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how this next week goes. And I don't know if I'm going to bet 13 again because it brought me luck this time. I don't know.
You kind of move off while you're, you got a hot hand, so just step off and go like, all right,
All
go to
right.
something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, as always, as I'm so on top of these bets, the person that was farthest away, though, I do not know.
It was Neil.
It was Neil. Mm-hmm. Well, then look, maybe that's what he's doing tonight, guys. He's going to see the Foreigner to get his own work
Getting
done.
ahead of the game.
That's right. There you go. But I mean, I certainly feel like I'm sure it's like I'm sure I know what you're going to say. Happy Death Day is better than the Foreigner.
Oh, yes. I had way more fun watching Happy Death Day. And I even had a moment early in the movie, I'm like, why are we enjoying watching movies about people killing people? But somehow with this one, it's comedic. And again, like later of motive, they make fun of that too. So, yeah, I just felt Foreigner just was like, I don't know, didn't pull me in enough.
Yeah.
If you had to see one, I go with Happy Death Day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm letting my love of Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan kind of sway me over. I think I enjoyed. It was fun to watch both of them, but I'd probably give the edge to the Foreigner just slightly, just because it's like it just hits those kind of little twitches in me. So, yeah, all right. So there you go. Mm-hmm. Coming in number 4 on the box office bet is It from Warner Brothers' new line, another $6 million. Mm-hmm. And then 5. The film that Amy Cassandra can't get enough of, The Mountain Between Us, another from Fox, $5.65 million.
Is it ridiculous to say that I'm almost trying to boycott the movies until I get this movie pass?
It is ridiculous because I mean,
Because
I felt that way too. I'm like, why am I going to spend money when I'm about to get it for free?
It could legit come at any time. So I want to watch these movies badly, and I am watching movies, just not in the theaters.
Fair enough.
So I'm still getting that.
Okay.
It's so difficult, honestly. Like, hey, I'm
Life
just
is
taking
hard.
it a day at a time.
Yes.
Guys.
All right, before we jump into start doing stuff next week, I know
Yep.
we've also seen some other films. Mm-hmm. Amy, are you speaking other films that you've seen?
Yeah,
What
you were
have
talking
seen?
about those.
The scary
Your poll.
ones? Yes. So in October, I like to watch scary movies.
Good choice.
So I've been polling people on Instagram, so you guys are welcome to follow me there, Amy Cassandra TV. Based off of these movies, so Slither, 71% of people polled did like it.
a good one.
71%. Oh, yeah, fantastic. It was a recommendation by Neil.
Good choice.
Disgusting, but so good.
Yeah.
Zombieland, 57%. Yeah. It was nice.
Wasn't as
It was
enthused as Slither, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was nice. Cult of Chucky, 55%.
What do you think?
Liked
of
it.
Okay.
Not great. Not
Okay.
great at all. There are certain iconic parts of Chucky that is just like his little feet, like that little shot of him running, which I find adorable. We had a few of those, but most of it was too fake, and it takes place inside an asylum. So it's a completely different situation. Everything's not dark.
Okay.
It's all bright. Anyway, The Happening, 17% of people did like it. People do not like this movie, but I actually really did.
Wait, that's one where Mark Wahlberg is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Killer.
And Zoe Deschanel.
Where he looks up.
I didn't watch it, but someone told me what it was, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's towards like the dark days of M. Night Shyamalan.
Don't need to see that one.
Yeah.
I actually liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
You were one
because
of
it
those
was
few people.
different. It was different, and I
Doesn't
want
mean it's
different.
better.
I think it was because
Different
people were
sometimes is-
confused by the characters and what they were going for. Like,
They
is
were
this supposed to
going-
be goofy or was it supposed to be like a horror film? Like, is it? It was really weird. Like, it's tonally deaf. Like,
Like, here's the thing. There are certain parts where you are going to laugh, and that's okay, because sometimes you have to laugh when you're scared.
Okay.
Right?
But I-
That's how you survive.
But then you'll enjoy Happy Death Day then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Okay, The Gallows. 33% of people did like it. It's the found footage movie. It takes place in this high school. 33% of people liked it. I really, really liked it.
Carrie's.
heard of that one.
I've never seen it.
I was like,
You've never-
no.
It's worth a watch.
Okay.
And then lastly, The Thing,
It's a really good movie.
our engineer's favorite.
I know engineer
Ew.
would freak out about that.
Yeah.
I love the thing.
It's so 69% of people liked it.
That's kind of low.
That is.
is
I'd give it
It's-
at least a 75%. Like, come on.
yeah, it's nice,
Okay.
and I think it really picks up at the end
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
Very, very.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Not familiar with the Gallows. Thanks for pulling up a picture there for us. I was like, no.
That you can't tell me. It's
Yeah.
It's about a play,
Oh,
and it's
I-
really cool. I really liked it.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing
Yeah, I
the
didn't
ads for
watch
this, but I never saw it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got excited because I was like, wait, I remembered a movie I did watch on Netflix. I watched XX, the female-directed horror anthology where it's 4 horror films, and I'm sad to say I was kind of disappointed.
Ah.
Oh, I was so bummed. I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. Let's see this movie. Like, indie horror, female directors. Great, let's check it out. Out of the 4 stories, I'd say only technically 2 are horror. The other 2 are, like, not quite. And
They're thrillers.
no, they're more macabre. Like, they're dark, but they're not really horror.
Ah.
Also, out of 4, I think, yeah, almost 3 of them out of 4 all deal with, like, motherhood is such a big plot line. And I'm just like, okay, woman and motherhood are not exactly, like, synonymous together. They don't have to be, like, just because it's a story about a woman doesn't mean she has to be a mom. I just find that very, like, I don't care. So I'm just like, oh, tuned out. It's a mom story. I don't care. They just weren't. They were
Yeah.
out of 4. Yeah, 2 of them I liked a bit, but I was a little disappointed.
50% batting average. You're kind of like, you wanted a little bit more than that, at least 75.
Yeah. The bridge though between the films was really cool. It's this weird, creepy stop motion animation dollhouse. It's like walking around a house and like it can like touch and move things. That was actually really cool. So which is funny. I'm like, I like the bridge part more, but
Oh.
it's on Netflix. I mean, you guys can check it out. But overall, I was like, I wanted more.
All right.
Yeah.
Quick shout out before it goes by there. Sarah, in town here. It's her last day in
Yay!
LA. So hope you had a great time here. Hope you had a lot of great food. And have a safe trip back. Yes.
She actually found the AfterBuzz studio.
Oh, that's great.
I
You
saw
can
that
find us on
picture.
Google.
There you go.
Oh, and then I do a quick shout out because I talked about it before because I saw an advanced screening of it, but it's coming out, I think, this weekend, the 21st. A Silent Voice is the anime film I was talking about where it's a girl who is deaf and this boy bullies her in middle school and then they reconnect in high school and like talks about relationships, anti-bullying, and you know, how do you deal with that. And it's actually really good. I liked it a lot. So that one's coming to theaters, I think select theaters, I think on the 21st. And then Tokyo Ghoul is still in theaters through, I think, about the 22nd or the 26th.
Nice. And you saw a film also.
Yes, an advanced screening of Wonderstruck.
Yeah.
So Julianne Moore's in that, and it was very nice. It's by Amazon Studios, and it's a little bit slow at the beginning, but into the second act it does pick up, and you start getting a little bit more involved. There are 2 main child actors in it, and I think they do a really good job. The girl, amazing, and she actually never utters a word the entire movie. And it's part of it. It's really cool. At the end, I think that there's this one scene where you're like, holy moly, they just recreated this whole thing with little, it's a little bit stop motion-y, but they get really creative, and I think it's a breath of fresh air. It's totally different. I did write a little review about that on AfterBuzz, so be on the lookout for that.
Nice.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
All right. I saw American Made. That was there's not.
Really? Oh, I was probably gonna check that out tomorrow.
Yeah, and then Dr. Marston and his Wonder Woman.
Is that one good? I want to see that one too.
It was one of those, because it's based on a true life story, where, you know, of course, if you're gonna if you do it in a film about a polyamorous relationship, you cast it with really attractive people. So it's
Of
like,
course.
oh, all right,
They're
you're
all
gonna see this.
gorgeous.
Well,
And then
okay.
at the end, you see
see the
photos,
photos?
and you're like, whoa. Oh, all right.
no.
That, in real life, that would not have been so much fun to watch. Okay. So, yeah, definitely they were spruced up in the casting for this
Got
film.
it.
Hey.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, folks, of course, we got our box office bet. Amy Cassandra rocking that crown like she was born to wear it.
I feel like I should take it off.
No,
This
you
is
got to keep it
getting
on.
obnoxious.
Nope, keep it on. You've earned it. Wear it with pride.
Okay.
So we've got 4 films vying for your consideration for the box office bet coming up here. So start feeling ready to start chiming away in the chat about which films you want or which film you'd like us to bet on. And up for consideration is Geostorm, the new Gerard Butler film. Yes, Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
I will be on the red carpet for that tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
I'm super excited. I've never been at a red carpet at the Chinese theater.
It'll be exciting.
So-
Well, technically you have.
Oh, I
As
have.
Georgie.
As Georgie. This is true.
Well, that was
you
a
be-
black carpet, but
Will you be dressing up to prepare for a geostorm?
You know, that is a good idea.
You never know when one of those geostorms can catch you. We also have Only the Brave from Sony Columbia. That is the firefighter film with Miles Teller, Josh Brolin. The Snowman, the murder film
That
based
looks
on a
cool.
book. Yeah, it seems kind of interesting there with Michael Fassbender.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I love me some Fassbender.
And
Thriller.
then the movie that's going to get Kari Lane out of bed and to the theater this weekend.
well,
and then-
technically I have to make up for it and go watch the first one first.
that is Tyler Perry's Boo 2 of Medea Halloween. Oh, man. So everybody in the chat, just while do the bet, but then also just let Kari know, is she really going to be lost if she's coming in at part 2? Is this going to be really throw her off? Does she really need to invest in seeing part 1 before she goes part 2 this weekend?
Well, technically I need to because that's an old box office bet
True.
loss. I got a backlog, guys. I have not forgotten. I just catch you up on the new movies. I finally saw a few opening weekend.
So before we do the bet real quick, we're just going to do a little box office rewind of somebody that's in one of the upcoming films. And I thought we'd do a little look at Jennifer Connelly, who's going to be out in Only the Brave, and do a little look back at her films. Coming in at number 5 was The Dilemma from Universal back in 2011, $17.8 million. Anybody see that?
No.
I don't see that one. Number 4, He's Just Not That Into You from Warner Brothers, 2009, 27.7.
I think I did.
Amy's smiling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a romantic comedy. I'm all about.
It's one of those like Gary Marshall. I don't know if Gary Marshall is actually the one that directed that one, but it's just a little compilation, and it was fun. It was nice. There are certain character arcs that you like more than others, and Jennifer Connelly's was not one that I liked just because it was a little bit depressing. Because I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys.
Okay.
Just yeah.
All right.
It's nice though.
Number 3, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the Fox remaking of that film from 2008 with Keanu Reeves, John Hamm, Jennifer Connelly, $30.4 million. I thought it was that movie was just fine. I was hoping to see more, and it was just like,
Okay.
Keanu was just fine in the movie.
Yeah.
It's exactly how I felt, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Number 2 was Noah, which I never got a chance to see this film, but I should probably check it out, from Paramount. 2014, $43.7 million. Seeing Russell Crowe
Thank you,
building
cool.
that big old arc.
That was Aronofsky, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Came out with Mother this year.
Mother.
Mother?
Mother.
And finally, this is one of my least
I saw
favorite.
that one.
One of my least favorite comic book films there. Hulk from Universal, 2003, $62.1 million.
Eric Bana one?
Yeah, that's
Oh wow.
like there's some visually the way that it's edited and the
I was
transitions
gonna say I've seen all of them.
were kind of interesting, but like man, Nick Nolte was cuckoo bananas.
Okay.
And like Eric Bana, like the first time, the reason he hulks out is he's doing paperwork, and then he gets mad and like, "Arr," that's the first time he hulks out. I'm
That's
like,
how I feel when I do
oh,
paperwork.
that's,
You know?
oof.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great.
Mark Ruffalo for me will now always be Hulk.
All
Although
right.
Lou for right now, sorry. Yep.
So we've got our, we're going to do our box office bet, folks, so keep chiming away in there. And we'll do our top 5 for what we think is going to be next week. So we've got 4 films entering into the competition. What do we think is going to stay? What do we think is going to be cast aside here from our top 5?
You know, we didn't think so before, but Tyler Perry's The Boo did really well last year.
It does. It does.
So it's one of those, I almost wouldn't be surprised if it went to number 1 kind of thing. Like, it's
No,
popular.
That's true.
It is a popular franchise.
Okay, so I guess the first thing, do we think that Happy Death Day can hold on to number 1? Amy says no.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
I think Boo 2 is gonna destroy.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, how much are you thinking?
well,
I'm gonna
no,
put it-
no.
I'm just getting feedback.
I'm not good with numbers, so I'm not good at math, so I'm not.
Wow.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust my own numbers.
Question is, how much do we think people are going to be excited about Geostorm or Snowman? Because Geostorm, I was like, that trailer, it's a natural disaster kind of movie, but I just was like,
I know.
I mean, Gerard Butler's in it.
yeah, but and a lot of people do like natural disaster movies. It's its own category.
Scare me.
In a way, that movie has to kind of like read the room, in a sense, because it's pretty, we've had way too many natural disasters
Yeah,
to
that
be like.
too.
I think people would be put off by
Ooh,
that.
that is the other slightly weird thing with The Foreigner too, is watching like bombs go off on like in airports, buses, and
Oh, gosh.
things, and in London, and that was just slightly awkward to watch
Yeah.
and uncomfortable at this time. It's like,
Well, like the Snowman seems intriguing, but it's only on 1,800 screens. So I also feel like
Right.
that's not going to do as well. I mean, Geostorm, for as good as bad as it may be, it's in over 3,000 screens.
okay.
So
I'm liking. We got Howl's Hollywood Reviews. Go with Boo for the first one, then Geostorm, Happy Death Day, Snowman, and then what's your 5? We didn't write a 5.
Fujio.
man, so yeah, it feels like
Well,
it feel like everybody. Well, it seems like people feel like these 4 are probably going to knock everything off except for Happy Death Day.
Could be. Because they did so, like, meh, and now people are like, new,
Yeah.
something new. I'll go with Boo 2 for place number 1. Geostorm for number 2.
I think it's Happy Death Day for 3.
Yeah.
I was looking at Happy Death Day for 3, but then do we think Snowman can be 4? I'll go with Snowman for 4 and 5. Blade Runner still holding on.
So only the brave not making it in.
Only the
Oh.
Brave has 2,400.
Yeah.
Okay, Only the Brave is 5. But then Blade Runner totally knocked out the top 5? It's possible.
Yeah.
All right,
could
fine.
be.
Only the Brave is 5.
All right. All right, I'll go with that. Amy, Cassandra, anything to any dissenting opinion?
No.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are come to the.
Wait, what
the-
about you? Did you agree?
I agree. Kari Lane,
cool,
you
yay.
speak for me. Kari Lane speaks for me
Yay.
today.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm
All right.
Scary.
So
Yeah.
we're about to do our box office bet right there. We are going to be doing a bet on whichever film the chat room has decided we need to bet that on. I saw a lot of talk going for Geostorm. So we'll see in a second if that's going to be the case. But yeah, we'll do our box office bet. And the way the box office bet works is that we'll each make a bet on what we think the opening box office gross for that film that you have chosen will be. Whoever's closest gets to rock this super cool crown that Amy Cassandra is wearing, as well as the title of prognosticators of the week. I mean, this is basically, it's like Amy
So
Cassandra's
Boo
title
won.
to lose. Oh, Boo. Oh, Boo.
Yeah, Boo won.
Well, we all said
Oh,
it's number
excited.
1, so...
Great. Oh, gosh.
right.
Boo.
Yeah, and of course the loser will have to go see this film. Please let's let her hope it's Kari Lane so she can just marathon these babies out and knock it out. All right, so Boo 2, a Medea Halloween, is going to be on 2,250 screens there from Lionsgate. All right, we're all thinking it could be number 1. I should have looked up and saw what last year's did.
I'm looking up that right now. I'm like, what was
All right.
it last year?
What?
Okay. Last year, where'd it go? Where's my box office? Opening weekend, it was 28.
Ooh, okay, 28.
But it was number 1.
All right.
And that was number 1 rank with 2,260 theaters.
And I got to say, Tyler Perry, man, his audience is consistent. So
They're
I could see it
enthusiastic.
going something very similar. All right, I'm probably...
And then if it got number 1 at 28, that totally works because we had Happy Death Day number 1 at only 26.5.
Yeah.
So
And that's with more theaters. Happy Death Day has more theaters.
okay.
How many screens did it open up on? Does it say there?
Happy Death
12.
Day?
Oh, what was that? Hold on. I just had it.
3,100.
No. It opened at 2,260.
Oh, all right. So, oof. Okay, but it's a sequel, so there might not be. All right.
10 more.
10 more
more.
theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 10 more. I could tip it over. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Okay. Amy Cassandra as the reigning champion. What is your pick?
Here's the thing. I always go with my first.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Oh.
And I think Star Drew was trying to help me out earlier.
We got Ken Jackin at 28.
There.
Sarah at 26. Star Drew.
Okay. What do
No
we got?
range. Howells is at 30. And
I'm scared.
we got
Whatever.
Courtney at 30. Wow. Zayas at 35. You guys are aiming kind of high.
Okay. Well, hey. 27.5.
27.
I did,
twinsies.
I did 28. Oh,
Well,
all right.
Great minds.
hey.
This is gonna be.
I'm calling it right now. Frank's gonna take it.
He might, yeah.
Please let that be the case. I do not want to see this movie. I do not want to
just
see it.
feel
I
like
kind of want to see it.
All right.
I
Okay,
do.
great.
Well, marathon the first one, then we'll go
Tyler
watch.
Perry. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Oi.
All right, ladies and
Tanya
gentlemen.
says 25.5. All right. I hope that wins so
no,
that we win.
no,
Yes.
Tanya, that's a terrible choice.
Yay!
Go see this film. Tell all your friends to go see it multiple times, please. That's gonna do it for the.
Could be wearing this
Classy
bad boy.
says
Hey.
22. Even better. Further away for you.
Folks, you guys are going in the wrong direction in the chat. That's what I'm gonna say right now. That's the wrong direction. Get behind this movie. Make sure Kari Lane
yeah.
gets to see it. She's desperate
No, I'm
to
kidding.
be able to bookend this this
Yeah.
great adventure. She's gonna see what it started, and she's like, I need to know how this ends. And give her that opportunity to find out how this great series ends. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode of Box Office Breakdown. But the fun doesn't stop here. It just gets started. You can like us on Facebook, give us those 5 stars on iTunes, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And while you're there, why don't you throw some thumbs up on there? Yes! And if you're watching this even after the shows air live, feel free to comment down below. Kari, what's a question you'd like to hear them, like to have them comment on?
Favorite Halloween-themed movie sequel? Because it's
Ooh.
Boo 2. So what's your favorite Halloween-esque, any genre and any franchise? What's your favorite number 2 of that film?
Intriguing. All right. And if you wanted to continue the conversation with us even after the show's over, Amy Cassandra, without the underscore,
Without the underscore.
where can they find you?
You guys can find me at Amy Cassandra TV. Just like that. On Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. I will be watching some more scary movies and doing some polls on Instagram, so feel free to follow and take part in those.
I learned that. I was like, I didn't even know they did polls until I saw you there. I was like, that's cool.
It's new.
That's new. Yeah. My name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KaridLane. And right after this, doing Star Trek Discovery with Frank, and then Monday nights Marvel TV news. And this week is an episode of The Con Guy, a branch off of The Scare Guy. We talk about conventions. And then Tuesday, horror movie news during the daytime. And that's it for now.
Well,
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at happygojackie_. I've taken Amy Cassandra's underscore and
Hey.
co-opted it for my own. You know, she wasn't using it anymore, so why not keep it for myself?
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. All right, folks. And the Neil Plumley, you can follow him everywhere on social
Yes.
media at the Neil Plumley. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching us here on Box Office Breakdown. We'll see you back here next Sunday night for another episode right here. So go see some movies.
See ya!
Yay!
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.